Chris grew up, your dad was a butcher. Well, he's still a butcher, so he was eating, you know, a lot of meat throughout his childhood, and yeah.
Yeah, so we'd eat meat at least 2 meals a day, and you know, I started eating meat 3 times a day, every meal, thinking that I was nailing it. I was eating grass-fed meat, organic vegetables, high fat. I was eating like so much butter. Like I thought, you know how butter has become like a health food almost. I was having bulletproof coffee, which is like 40 grams of butter in my coffee blended up
With the coconut.
with the coconut oil. Like 40 grams is like a big stick of butter.
I couldn't even watch it. I
loved it. I loved it.
Hey y'all, Donna here. I wanted to talk about Jinti Fell and her husband, because just a really quick video talking about her and her husband, because I think their story is pretty interesting. Okay, so he seemed really hesitant to go vegan. He thought animal products were really important, and so he ate of quality animal products. He was in that type of thing. So he was even wanting to go hunting and do it like that, which I think is interesting because, well, first of all, it's obviously a lot easier to just go to the grocery store and start buying all the vegan foods and stuff if you have the money to choose what you're going to do and how you're going to eat. That's a lot easier than going hunting and, you know, sourcing your animal products like that. But that's besides the point. I think I've always looked at him and thought he looks really healthy to be vegan. So it's interesting. The last video I pulled up, it's like, wow, you know, he's losing weight rapidly. He's not looking so well. And I was thinking, he's got that strong background, you know, with a meat, you know, grew up eating a lot of meat and really believed in it. So I think he will be the next one to go vegan. I mean, go ex-vegan. And yeah, I think he'll be the next one. And I think it's going to be hard for him, because even if he knows it right now, maybe he'll be cheating for a little bit, you know, going off, getting a burger here and there, but that's not going to help him gain the weight he needs. He needs to be eating a lot of meat, a lot of animal products, because, you know, someone like that, my husband's the same way. He just cannot gain a lot of weight very fast. He has to eat a lot of food. So vegan food just isn't going to cut it for him. Yeah, so he's married. He has 2 kids. I think they've been vegan probably about 3 or 4 years. They didn't say in the video, but judging, they said they went right after she gave birth to her daughter, and her daughter looks to be about 4 years old, and he went a little bit after that. So he's been vegan even less time than her. But when he realizes this, if he hasn't already, he may have already, but when he realizes this is going to be really hard, because this could end their marriage. She does not seem like the type to, you know, understand where he's coming from. She's really set in her beliefs. It does not look like, you know, she's always been skinny, you know, like skin and bones. So that's not going to like stick out as a issue for her or anything like that. So it's going to be hard. He's going to have to like really just stand his ground. And when you have a family, when you have kids, you're going to give it your all. You know, he's doing this to try to be with her and try to please her, because her beliefs are so strong. This is a religion. I mean, this is like being married to somebody who is an atheist or a Christian, and you're the opposite, and you know you're never going to really convince them otherwise. So it will be the end, you know, most likely, unless you can really talk some sense into him. So I think he'll be the next one we see. Maybe not as soon as we'd like, but yeah, I want you to take a look at how he's looking now, and it's really sad because he looked really healthy. So yeah.
So what happened is I went vegan basically overnight after giving birth. Like after having Aya, and Chris and I watched Cowspiracy together on Netflix, and that shook Chris up and me up a lot. Like, I made this connection between like animals and food and not wanting to support that, but the environmental reasons, I was blown away by. I had no idea about animal agriculture, neither did Chris, and that really started the ball rolling for you.
Yeah, it really did. So I love nature. I love being out in nature, hiking, and in that documentary it stated like a heap of different facts, and it really shook me up. Plus, you know, what is it going to be like when Aya is our age? You know, is there going to be any of the Amazon left?
What's the future look like?
It's not sustainable to eat this way anymore. So I was like, righto, like, you know, with this new information, I have to
do something different.
Do something different here.
So at this stage, Chris was still all about health. He had to have optimal health, and you definitely still thought, right, I could try this out for environmental stuff, but to be the healthiest version of myself, I need to eat meat.
Yeah.
And you decided.
Yeah, so I thought, well, I don't want to support these huge industries, so I know I need to eat meat. I'm going to hunt and get my own meat.
A gun license.
Get my gun license, and this really excited me. Like, the primal instinct come out, and I was, you know, it almost like formed like an identity with it. Like, I am going to be a hunter and gatherer and support my family.
You were listening to Joe Rogan and stuff at this time as well.
Yeah.
And
so yeah, a lot of podcasts and stuff. But yeah, so the people I was following, what I was like, that the nutrition classes at uni also, you know, you need meat. So I decided to get my gun license, and I had called up a number of times trying to book in for the gun license, and actually one time the course was on the due date that Aya was supposed to be born, which didn't sit well with Jinti.
He booked it.
I booked it in, but then I cancelled it.
So the reason Chris started trying to go vegan was for environmental stuff, and with the idea that he would begin eating meat again when he got his gun license and began hunting animals. I obviously didn't agree with this, and we do not argue much, but if anyone out there is vegan and their partner isn't, it can be a really difficult time. And we definitely started arguing about this because we just came from both sides, and we got to this place where, Chris, you did start eating meat again. He was buying it from this organic butcher at the Gold Coast and eating it very, like, you weren't eating it often at all, maybe once a week or whatever. And we had to make this agreement where I did my thing and I focused on veganism and you did your thing.
Yeah, and we wouldn't try and tell each other
what to do
because it was causing a lot of conflict between us.
And Aya was like newly born, and we just didn't want to have that conflict around her, and we just had to leave it. Then one night I watched one of Gary Yourofsky's videos, and I just remember I went into you were in the bedroom, and I didn't come at you like to start an argument. I just, something in me was like, I love Chris so much and I just want him to experience like how I'm feeling and stuff. And I just remember being like, babe, can you please watch this? It's really important to me that you watch this.
Yeah, so obviously I said okay, and it wasn't like, all right, this like must be bloody awesome and it's gonna convert me, but I, you know, obviously respect Jinti and gave it the time of day to watch it, and it was like, it impacted me a lot. It was like Cowspiracy sort of got the ball rolling, and this sort of got me through to the other side and really made me give it more of a shot. And like, I said, righto, I will eat this way, and because I feel good eating this way, I'm going to keep eating this way until I don't feel good. And,
you've always been open to experimenting with diets to find what makes you feel the best. So Chris said, all right, I'll give this a go, and if I feel amazing, so be it, but if I don't, like, I'll eat meat again, whatever.
So just trying to let go of just all the old beliefs and opinions. So if I had never tried eating vegan, and I thought, well, how do I have such a strong negative opinion about it without ever trying it? So it was good to let go of that stuff and just start learning by doing and through my own experience.
So I just sort of assumed Jinti was about 40, 41, 42 because she's still in her fertile years. I knew she just had a baby, so... But I looked it up, and she's actually 29 years old. So look, I don't ever want to really discuss appearance in depth about people because there are so many factors that can go into aging, and she gave birth at home. You know, there are a lot of things that go into it, but there is a commonality with a lot of these vegan women, and it seems to be that you get about 5 years of aging for every year you're a vegan. That's what it seems like. And so these women need to be aware of this. They need to know that this is a risk that comes with it. And denial is not helping anyone.
Everyone's a bit hungry.
Yes.